Hello everybody, this is Tammy, Prayerful Praise, doing another video for Etched by Faith. And I wanted to show you how to do just a really simple page using Goodnotes and journaling straight into your digital Bible. So I have the Bible I'm going to use for this demonstration is my digital Bible. It's the full interleaved Bible from Etched by Faith, and it is, like I said, it is the King James Version. And you have a page on how to use it. Lets you know that the little house in the bottom will take you to the cover. The Etched by Faith will take you to the Etched by Faith website. The butterfly goes to the next how-to page, and then your little arrow will tell you to the next page. The rings will take you to the sticker page, and then the flower at the top will take you to the prayer journal. And then you have all of her ways to connect with Jade at Etched by Faith. And you have at the top, you have your index, what does the Bible say about Old Testament, New Testament, Bible study pages. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to do a really simple page. And you want to make sure that your pen on the top right has the circle around it so that your links will work. So we are going to jump over to the New Testament. We are going to go into Matthew. We're going to do chapter 22. And I want to do verse 37. So I'm going to swipe over until I get to verse 37, which thou shalt love the Lord. Well, Jesus said unto them, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. So to journal straight into Goodnotes, you would then want to change that pen with the circle to where it has the line there at the right. And what you will do is, and you can put two fingers to make it where you can actually see it a little bit better, make it smaller. Now, if you've picked out your art, go to your photo and then scroll until you find the artwork that you want to use. And I'm going to use the margin gardens. A couple of the elements out of there. One or two. I haven't decided. So let's make it size. And what you're going to do is when you have that picture open, you're going to tap on the dotted line and you'll get a menu. You want to hit crop. Now you can choose either freehand or rectangle. And I think I will choose freehand. And let's use this arrangement that's on the left, second to the bottom. Just draw a circle, ellipse, or whatever kind of shape you want to call that. Click done. And then you have your flowers. So what you want to do is put your pencil on that and drag it down to... Well, you know what? We may have to do some more cropping. So now that we have that picture, let's hit crop, or the dotted lines, hit crop. Now let's do it as a rectangle and see if we can get rid of some of that on the bottom to give us a straight line. And let's go in just a smidgen. That way we can put this at the very bottom. So let's click done. Now if we slide it to the bottom, we don't have that extra white covering up anything. And we have flowers sitting at the bottom of our page. And if you had other pictures or other printables from Jade that you would want to use, you would just go back to photos, find them, and insert them. Like her house picture. In my house, I believe, is what it was called. If you say you wanted to use this section here with the... That one doesn't really necessarily go with the garden there, but you would just, again, click on the dotted lines, crop it, and then I want to do freehand. And let's just pick the house for a second for just because... Let's do that. Click done. And so see, if you wanted to use the house, you could do the house. And while that's done, you can take and go in, But I don't really know that I want to use the house. So if you decide you don't like it, just make sure that your picture icon is tapped. And then you hit the X, and there it's done. Now, so that's how you would put in a picture. For text, you would hit the text box. You have all sorts of font selections that you can use that come with Goodnotes. I have a few that just, I don't remember which ones came and which one didn't. So I'm just going to pick Sweetheart because I think it was one. And let's make the size maybe 30 or something, because we can play, or let's do 40. Oh, come on. You can hit the plus or minus or just try to slide it, but let's do it that way. And then what you'll do is you can take and you'll tap on your screen and you get a text box. Now you can either type it out here or you can write it. And so I'm going to just, on the screen, I'm going to write love, and you see it types it, the Lord. And I don't like that it didn't capitalize that. So now I can actually use my keyboard, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to make sure it's all caps, Lord. By God. And if it doesn't capitalize that, which it did, with all thy heart. And see, it did they instead of the. So we're just going to erase all that. And let's hit the return button with all. Make sure it's not thy heart, comma, and with all thy soul, comma, and with all thy mind. Okay, and period. Now see, it's not exactly even on the page, but go down here to your keyboard, hide your keyboard so it's out of your way. Now take your pencil and get those 3 dots and just drag it on your page. And now if you wanted it closer to your flowers, you can drag it to where you want it and then tap off of the well, that's putting this new text box, but we don't really need it. There we go. And now you know what? And see, I noticed there's an apostrophe there that doesn't need to be there. So what I'm going to do, I have my text box still done. So I'm going to tap it, and I'm going to edit, and then I'm going to put my cursor up there and open my keyboard back up. And then I'm just going to backspace to get that out of there. And then I'm just going to tap on the picture just to get, that off the text. And there you have a very easy, very simple way to journal a page just using Goodnotes. We didn't use any Procreate. We didn't use Magic Eraser. Just Goodnotes. And if you like your handwriting, which I'm still learning to do mine, you can also use a pen tool, which is over here on your left. Let's change that color back to black. But for that, and you could choose a fountain pen, a ball pen, or a brush pen. And I'm going to do a ball pen for now, because I'm just going to go down here, and I'm just going to write my date, November 5th, 2023. And that has my page dated so that I can know what day I actually journaled this page. And if I'm going to go back and make my pen with a circle, so now it doesn't change anything. I can't, unless I hit the edit button, I'm not going to mess anything up if I start swiping. See, I won't. It just makes it bigger or smaller. So if I wanted to go back to the front, I would just hit the home button. But again, that's just a very quick, very simple page done just straight from Goodnotes. And when you go out of Goodnotes and you've got it closed and you go back into it, your page is there. So I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to me. I'm on YouTube, and it's Prayerful Praise, and I would be happy to help as much as I can, but I hope you guys give it a shot and enjoy.